Hey everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Patrick Meehan back at it again. You can say, Patrick, how come you're not moving your lips? Patrick, are you okay? What's going on? Because I'm right here. Now, as you see in that picture, I was a little kid. I, I can't remember how old I was exactly, but guess I guess back maybe about, I really don't know. It's just been years and years. But today it's finally here, and I'll have to look for the Lindale yearbook so that way you want to see me at Lindale. But it's finally here. This is the year you'll be waiting for. And you can see the difference. Well, not the difference from the picture up there and picture here, but you can see how I changed from back in 2010 to 2011. And then you will probably remember, I think you probably remember the yearbook from earthquake from time to time. And, but yeah. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified. So let's start with the yearbook. Tearing it up. George E. Cromwell Elementary School. Now, once I open this book, I'm not sure. Like, if you see George Cromwell right now, it's new because you got new kids, new people coming in. So, yeah. So, I'll try to remember the best I can. And, yeah. And tell you who's who and all these teachers. So, this is the old school before it got rebuilt. See? Old building. Old doors. Old bike rack. I think that was a pond. Old flagpole. Every time I keep going past that flagpole, I have to say, how do you get that flags up there? I always wanted to try to help them with the flags, but I always get there like later or something. Okay. Now, back in 2010 to 2011, our old principal was Miss Gormy. I forget her name, but she was the nicest principal you ever seen. So, she helped us with the gingerbread houses and stuff like that. Here's the mascot. Here's she helping now. Here's Pam Human. Michelle White, she was a star seeing me because she loves me. And there she is, and I forgot her name, but yeah. This is a flat book. I'm gonna try to do the best I can. Alright, now here's the teacher of faculty. I'm gonna show you who I know. So I know not her, I know this one, Elizabeth Johnson. She used to help the buses come in and all. Sees my dad a lot. Miss Sherber's sister. I think she's Dora's sister. You have to ask. Miss Brennan. She's a question mark. I try to find her. Like, sometimes I see her through line, and then sometimes, one time I gave her my phone number, and no contact back. Try to look her up on Facebook, and nothing. If you want to try to look her up on Facebook, be my guest. Miss Cowell, our third grade teacher. This is Mrs. Hall. If you see Mr. Hall over in Lindale, then you see the difference. Miss Elaine, she's the first grade teacher I was in her class with. This is our lunch lady, Miss Harrison Lenz. Let me tell you a little story what happened. Back in, I think it was first or second, we're eating lunch, and someone opened up the door, and a huge bird came in the door, and everybody was scared of the bird. She's saying, "Shoo, shoo, get out there, shoo, shoo." So finally, the bird gets out, and finally, we got to eat our lunch. Alright, and here's the next slide. Let's see. Miss Moore, she was our art teacher. She retired. I forget when, but she retired. Miss Peter, she retired too. She was our teacher. She just speech-ish, I think. Miss Sherbert, she stayed with us until the 5th grade and then moved up a level to 6, 7, and 8 to help Dalen. We called this one Coach D because he was funny and all. These two, they didn't show the pictures. George Smith, Benson Thomas. Okay, now sorry. Here's okay, now we're up to 1st grade. Now, you don't know these people, so I'm just gonna slide right past it. I think we're in 3rd or 4th grade, so you have to see about that. It's like sometimes, time after time, I'll go back and see if I can look these people up on Facebook and see if they were still remember 2010 to 2011, but these kids, I think they're gone. I don't know what happened to them. This is 2nd grade. Third grade. Here's 4th grade. Here's my picture right here. You see Patrick Meehan. Dylan Miller, I don't know what happened to him. Kayla Javier, Justin, and Jacob Simon. They went to different schools. I don't know. Like, I don't know what happened to Jada Smith. Let me tell you a little story about Jada Smith. Now, back in 2010 to 2011, like, I was still getting used to the noise, and I had my ears covered like this. And she said, "You okay, Patrick?" I said, "Yeah." And I'm just like, don't like the noise. She said, "Take your ears off." And then she said, and then I started getting used to the noise a little bit each day, and then I started liking hearing the lunch, like that, the lunch stuff. But say, like, the lunchroom, it's pretty loud. If you go in and talk to a teacher or something in the lunchroom, be super loud, and you got to take the teacher in the hallway and then try to go from there. Okay, so that's Jada right there. She's on Facebook sometimes. I don't know her. He's married. Dalen. Dalen was like a kid to me, and then like that. 5th grade. Oh, that's Dalen's sister, Yana. Okay. Now, here's Dylan. He always smiles at the teacher and faculty members. Here's me. Here, I want to read this. That's what I remember. Halloween. Well, Halloween's almost here, and you're gonna see me just passing out candy. I really don't do these costumes. I'm back and forth thinking about just ordering one off of Amazon, and then if I order off of Amazon, then um then I gotta keep it for a couple more years or try to return it. I don't know. Here's me as Wolverine, Vampire Damon. I forgot her what she was dressed up as. Alright, this was the 2011 Awesome Act in the Talent Show. I was all green up. See? Black shoes, green pants, green shirt. I think that was a green watch. Microphone, that. And I was singing Up a Storm. And yeah. Alright, here's first grade readers, second grade readers, Cromwell Star readers, third grade cheesy readers for fourth grade specialists. Here's, there's me. Book club. I always wanted to do this one when I was in fifth grade. I wanted it to be like a safety thing, but I think everybody was booked for that, and if I was late, I always get a pass from the main office, so that way one of these people didn't write me up or anything. And all around from this one, I think this is the last one. What a year. This is Jojo. Helps prepare for the MSAs. If you know him, try to comment down below. Old teachers, fourth grade dance rally, second grade performance play, to the Red House time, always working hard, and our fifth grade teacher. So this yearbook for part 4 to part 5 is done. So that's where you saw me as a little kid. I had to look for the Lindale yearbook so that way you could see what I look like in Lindale. But how about, this is for Abel. How about you pull out your yearbook, Abel, from 1st through 5th. Try to find yourself on your yearbook and compare the difference. Alright? That's your homework right there, Abel. Compare the difference. Then look for your yearbook from Lindale. Then look for your yearbook through 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. But yeah. Hold on one sec. Alright. That's about it. I'm gonna post this video and then I got a lot of clothes to do. I'm not sure if you want to see the clothes because you don't want to see underwear and just a glance. See, I gotta do all that. Not sure about that pile yet. I think it's just for decoration. I think we got little Goodwill bags and other stuff to get rid of. So yeah, goes when it stops raining. Gotta try to get this one out. Well, it needs a stick on the bottom. Furry Ghost needs to go out onto outside, so I gotta try to do that tomorrow if it doesn't rain. But yeah, okay. All right, till then, you know what to do. Stay awesome, be safe, and yeah. See you in a new video coming soon. Bye. Oh, and that was maybe a new outro. Unless you like the old one, let me comment down below. Okay? Bye.